Oh my gosh, that countdown was awesome. Thank you, George. Made me feel like there was some important person coming. Hi, everyone. My name is Karimi Kagwe. Thank you so much for joining me on this Facebook Live. Sorry, Facebook, YouTube, etc. etc. I was about to let today pass until, as usual, my producer stroke, camera person stroke, husband stroke, everything reminded me I have to do our live today before it ends. Because consistency is necessary. I keep hearing that word in my head every day, by the way, from George. So here I am. Thank you so much for joining me. And yeah, today we're discussing. Can you believe by the way this topic came, this idea? I wanted to talk about back to basics in terms of how things have changed since, since this pandemic started earlier in this year. And I wanted to talk about things like how we've been forced to, like homeschool or, stop having, what's the word? That you have like a household who comes to your house every day, stop having day bugs, and now we've been forced to do everything ourselves. And a lot of people have even stopped buying like food. They're planting it themselves in their gardens. Others are baking their own bread, baking their banana breads and their different gluten-free breads like my dad, and I know a lot of my friends are baking. I keep seeing your TLs, by the way. The pressure is real. And as we were discussing topics for my lives, George suggested, what about hair? And I was like, hair. I honestly, disclaimer, I don't feel like I'm, what's it called? I'm qualified to really talk about it in terms of, I feel like there's so many other people who do, those guys who are always doing tutorials to show how to style their hair and show how they use certain products and things like that. And one of the examples I'll give is natural. I'm sure a lot of people who have natural hair follow she's called Natural. Sorry, what was in there? Sorry. Yes, Natural, and I can't think of anybody else. But yes, there are others. There are those people who I feel are the skilled guys to talk about natural hair. But when I thought about it more, I was like, okay, I may not feel like I'm qualified per se to talk about it, but I can share my journey as to how this came about. So, sorry, I'm taking it's cold today. I hope you're keeping warm. So yeah, so I remember I haven't always had, of course, I was born with natural hair, but I haven't always had natural hair per se. I cut my hair, my palmed hair, which I've been having for years since I think I was 13. I remember begging my mom to take me to the salon to relax my hair. And yeah, I went through those, the whole thing about every 2 weeks having to, go for treatment, sitting under the dryer, having your hair flat ironed, heat, sitting in the dryer, flat ironing, all that stuff, having to style it again after 2 weeks and all that stuff. And I even, there's a time I remember I even colored it. And then I got bored. And then I thought, okay, wait, this. And then I remember I used to have really long hair. Then my hair started cutting a lot. And so I remember in 2013, I used to braid my hair a lot whenever the growth would come. And before I got married in 2013, I went to Kenyatta Market. I used to have a lady called Mwende who used to braid my hair. You know those really small braids that take hours and hours, and they're like 5 people on your head, and others are rolling. Oh my gosh. They're rolling the braids on their thighs and all that stuff. Yes, those are the traumatic things I used to go through. So just before the wedding, I went to do those braids because, that's the standard hairstyle, because I don't want to think about my hair when I'm on honeymoon. And I remember going there early in the morning and leaving when it was dark, because I have a lot of hair, especially in the middle. I have 3 people doing my head, but still it took hours and hours. And I remember swearing to myself, this is the last time I am doing these braids. This is the last time I'm sitting in a salon at Kenyatta Market and getting my hair pulled from 50,000 sections. So at the beginning of 2014, I told Jody, by the way, I am cutting my hair. And him was game. Him is usually easy as long as I'm not wearing a, what is it called? He calls them balasses. I personally don't have an issue with them, but George looks at them and just laughs. So yeah, as long as it's not that, him is easy. Whatever I decide. So I went to town. Went to one of those hair, you know the way in women's circles there's always a hairdresser who's really good with people's hair and cuts hair and does those really nice haircuts. And there was this guy who was highly recommended to me. I shall not mention his name, but he's very popular and charges an arm and a leg to cut hair. I remember spending a lot to have my hair cut. So I cut my hair for the first time. That was in 2014. And yes, he sent. I remember he had also started doing his own products. I'm sure you'll guess what it is by the time I'm done. He also had his own products, and he sent me home with some gel and I think a leave-in he had also done. So yeah, and he told me what to be doing, which is basically wake up. It was really, really short. So I'm sure there's a photo that's been posted. It was really short. So I'd wake up, put water, run my fingers through it, put a little gel, and I go wash and go. My life was easy. And yes, now the hair continued to grow, to grow. And then now I started getting stressed because I'm not the kind of person who comes up with these ideas on how to style hair easily. And yeah, it was stressful, but somehow I managed 2014 and I survived with the hair growing, and still doing wash and goes. And then fast forward to 2015 when now I left employment, and now I had Taji, and I left employment, I was pregnant, had Taji, and the next year after I had Taji, I started. And one of my friends called Wamboi Lamu, hey, shout out to you, was doing this. Was starting a new lifestyle magazine called Hairpolitan, and she wanted me on board because she had been following. I mean, she knew that I liked to write, or rather, I used to blog. And she wanted me on board. She was creating this lifestyle magazine that was going to talk about all things natural, life, home, family, hair, whatever, everything. And I was game. And also around that time, I'd also joined now because of starting writing for the Hairpolitan magazine. She added me on all these Facebook groups that had to do with natural hair. There's Kali Diaries, there's Trisha's Naturals, there's Nurtured Knots. Like, I joined all those groups. And let me tell you, I found a community there. That's when now I started getting ideas on how to style my hair and even ideas on products to buy and stuff like that. So yeah, I found my community, and that's why now I started getting ideas. Hey, this is how I should do my hair. These are the kind of the products I should buy. And now there's this thing that's natural. It's called, I don't even know what's the term. Anyway, I started buying a lot of products to try. These are the days I tried Sheer Moisture. But let me tell you, those products are expensive. Honestly, don't know how people are able to afford using them. So yeah, I remember using Sheer Moisture, and there's this other very popular gel, I think it's called Eco Styler. There was that. And then now fast forward over the last few years, I know a lot of local companies have started making their own products, which has been amazing, because before now it became a thing of, if I can't afford to buy the Cantu products, your moisture products, or you wait for someone to travel to the States to buy them because they're on sale. You get stuck. You don't know what to use. So now at least we have a lot of local, a lot of companies are doing natural hair products, and it's been amazing. So yeah, and let me take a sip. I can see one of the comments is, Margaret, there's no sound. I hope it's okay now. Thanks, Mom. You can hear me now? Great. Yeah, I believe it's fine now. Yeah, so as I was saying, now I started writing for Hairpolitan, and that's when I started getting all these tips on how to do my hair. And by the way, I've also been doing Taji's hair since she was born. I think she's been to the salon like twice in her life. She's now 4. And in both times it was just to get her hair plaited. And yeah, that has also taught me quite a bit of survival tips. So I know for sure that a lot of you during this season of COVID-19 have been forced to go natural. So I'd really like to hear from you. How many of you have been forced to go natural since COVID happened? Because you know a lot of places, business places were closed, so we're not able to go to the hair salon to do maybe get your usual person to style your hair. Maybe you're giving your hair a break from weaves and wigs and things like that. So it would be really good to hear from you how have you been surviving during this COVID-19? How many of you have gone natural? I know my mom has had to go natural. Hi, mom, again. Because the person who usually does her hair, of course, has not been able to come. Everyone is staying home, trying to flatten the curve and all that stuff. So, hey, I know it has been tricky, right? How I've been surviving in terms of my hair. I don't know if you joined me last week. I was talking about how I had what are they called, messy locks. Shout out to Hair by D on Facebook and Instagram. That girl has saved my hair so many times. She does locks. What are they called? The temporary locks. But this time I did messy locks. They're called messy locks, which last for 4 months. So I remember I did them early February before COVID and all that stuff, and I removed them like 2-3 weeks ago. And those really save. They're called protective styles. If you don't want to keep dealing with your hair all the time, you get locks. There are some locks for even a year. Others stay with them for 2 years. Other people put dreadlocks. Other people put sister locks, micro locks. I mean, the natural hair world has so much. So many options that you can do for your hair. And I would really love to put sister locks, but okay, sorry, did I say bra? I mean, the cost it's quite expensive, and maybe when I grow up in the future, you'll just hear laughing. Yeah, so this is how I've been surviving. After I removed my messy locks, I stayed with the, because what she does before she wraps the hair, she twists the hair like this, like 2 strands, and then now wraps them. So inside the hair, this is how they stay. So when I removed them, I left like that. And what I've been doing is washing. I wash my hair as it is. I just wash it, and then I put oil in the scalp, and that's it. Because to be honest, I haven't had a lot of time to do my hair. I have work to do, have a house to maintain, have food to cook. I have a 4-year-old to teach. Hey, homeschoolers, God, Jesus, give us strength. And I also do Taji's hair, so I use all my energy on her. Yes, I try to spare all my energy on her. Shout out to all the parents who are doing their kids' hair. Hey, how many like me are struggling doing your children's hair? How are you doing it, to be honest? I wish I could lock her hair, by the way, but I feel like her hair is so awesome and huge. I feel like I don't want to do that right now. I love her hair open, and I know a lot of her aunties would shoot me. Yes, Auntie Suki, yes, Auntie Monday, yes, always aunties. Yeah, so most of the things that people have been struggling with, I know I get some DMs, some inboxes, asking me what products I use for my daughter's hair. And I know if you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, you see me posting a lot. And the biggest struggle for me has been detangling. I don't know if you guys understand. And I'm sure you do. Detangling. It's basically when you remove hair. I have chosen not to use a blow dryer ever since she was born. Her hair has been like that. I don't use heat. What I do is whenever I remove like the lines or the rasters that I've done on her hair, I put a little water and then I use detangler to make it easy, like to remove the tangles or the places where it's not easy to comb. That's what I use now before I wash it and then style it again to hold. So I don't know. I don't like to call it a natural hair regime because, to be honest, me, I just go with the flow. If this week, like now, I'm due to do her hair, and I shall post photos tomorrow because I want to sit down with her. How I do it is I sit down with her, I put on a movie for her, and then I start. Because if I don't put something that takes her attention. I will be crying there for 5 hours. Yeah, I'd really like to see the comments. Let me speak to my video person. Today guys are quiet. But anyway. So yeah, so that's been my journey this far. The other thing I've been wanting to talk about is the thing about natural hair, especially for, yeah, of course, yeah, is the biggest struggle for me has been maintaining moisture. Um, when you uh, when you use products that have, okay, at least personally, when coconut oil apparently is supposed to save the world. And I know a lot of people use coconut oil and they say how amazing it is for hair, for skin, for everything. And for me, it doesn't work. It makes my hair really dry. For some people, it works. And I stay away from products that suck away moisture, because when your hair is dry, what does it do? It breaks. So I know that's one of the number one thing that you should try and figure out. What is taking away what is causing dryness in my hair? What is that one product that I should be using to make sure that it's always soft, you know? So for me, I've been using Sari Organics detangler, and also the Sari Organics, what's it called? The leave-in conditioner. Once I use that maybe twice a week, especially when on Taji's hair, it remains soft and it's easy for me to maintain. I'd love to hear from you. What are those products that have really worked for you? For me, the ones that haven't worked are coconut oil. Coconut oil does not work on my hair for some reason. What other product that has really brought drama in my life? Actually, I haven't been using a lot. Now that I found the brand and the product to use, I've stuck to it, and I stopped like experimenting and things like that. Yeah. So I wanted to talk a little bit about why have I chosen to raise Taji with natural hair. I got a lot of experience in doing research on how children learn from us. They gain their perceptions from us. If I keep talking about how my hair looks ugly, or how it's so kinky, and how it's difficult to comb, and how I wish it was long like, you know, a Black Americans or a white person's and things like that, all those things are passed on to Taji, right? And as I continued raising her, I realized even dolls, there's such a shortage even of black dolls, right? She always, whenever we'd go shopping, and whenever she'd ask us to buy her a doll, she'd always run to the Barbie ones, the ones she sees on cartoons. And I've been trying so hard to fight that perception that, you know, it's not, and I have no hate towards white people at all, but I'm raising a black child. So I'm an African child, and I want her to love her hair. I want her to love the color of her skin, and I want her to know that God created her beautiful as she is, and she doesn't need, to try and fit in with the worldly perceptions of beauty. So I chose to raise her natural from when she was born. If she decides to palm her hair or put chemicals later in life, it's going to be her decision. I am not going to do that. And as in, it's a real issue. I don't know if you have noticed why is it that there's such little content. I feel like there's a conspiracy or an agenda to just churn out only that only white hair or white skin is awesome. So I do my best to look for even content, even videos on YouTube and everywhere, to keep feeding into her mind, to learn that, hey, black is beautiful, and it's not just black skin, it's black hair, black products. Like, be proud of who you are, be proud of your skin, be proud of all that stuff. So now I know she doesn't have an issue with her hair. Of course, she still has that thing of wanting to buy Barbie dolls because she's just at that age of being a girly girl who wants to watch Barbie videos, Barbie movies, and all that stuff. So all content creators out there, by the way, you have a responsibility. I will make videos with black kids and beautiful hair. I'm talking to myself as well. So there's a company actually in that's been doing black Barbie dolls. What is that company called?
Swahili princess.
Yes, Swahili princess. We bought her one for her birthday last year, and she loved it. I love the way they do the Barbie's hair, because they even do braids, and some of it is open in a big afro, and even the clothes they wear they look African, and she's been enjoying it. So shout out to African Princess. Thank you so much for making black dolls that black kids can relate with, black girls can relate with, and yeah, please keep up the good job. I hope there'll be more companies that keep coming up making dolls that look like that. There's also another. I wish I could remember. There's they do crochet dolls. The black one. There's someone in the house. I remember her auntie bought it for her, and that's one. Those are the things that I do very intentionally. I buy as many black dolls for her to play with. Hi, sweetie.
And do you have lipstick?
I'm wearing lipstick because today I'm doing a live video. Yeah. I was psyching myself to do the video. You see her hair? This is how her hair looks like. We are doing it tomorrow. She wanted to do it today, and then she refused. Can you see her? Oh my gosh, you're wet. Why are you playing with water?
You are washing clothes.
You are washing clothes with your jacket on. Oh my gosh, you need to change. You're wet. I don't want you to get sick.
Not with my jacket. With this clothes, without my jacket.
Ah, la. You're completely wet, Taji. Like, we will need to get you to remove all your clothes. So, look, we're talking about hair. Who does your hair?
Me.
You?
Yeah, you.
Oh my gosh, don't touch. You know, we're doing a live video. Yeah? Swahili princess. Yeah, hi Julie. I see you. I shall send you the contacts for sure. Thank you, Irene Chege, for joining us. Today it's been quite quiet, but thank you. Thank you for everybody who's joining us. Yay. Hi. Yeah, so this is the hair I've been working on for her 4 years. So yeah, let me read the comments, and then Mama, we need to go and change. Please go remove these wet clothes. You remove the wet jacket. Yeah, so let me look at the comments. Hi Irene, thank you for joining us. I can see us. Thank you. I can see you need. Oh, you love her hair. Swahili princess, I need a hookup. Julie, I got you. I shall post after this. But they're available right here at Carrefour. I haven't seen them sold anywhere else, have you? No? Yes? Let Papa help you with that. Yeah? At least you can't be seen. You're not about to go naked on live. So does anybody have any questions so far in terms of how you've been keeping your hair during this whole season? I'd really be interested to see how you guys have been surviving. How, like, especially for guys with locks, have you gone on YouTube to learn how to retwist them? I really want to do locks, by the way. Thanks for joining. I can see the love, I can see the likes. Thank you, Miriam Karuga. Mom again, thank you. Thank you for supporting all my lives and everything. Yeah, so I want to talk a little bit about the good, the bad, and the ugly in terms of products. So earlier I talked about how I used to use a lot of the the products that were being made abroad, like in the States and stuff, because locally we still didn't have a lot of companies like Harvest of Sunshine, Saro Organics. We didn't have, what are the other companies? Oh my gosh, if you know them, please post them in the comments. It's just that they've, yeah, sweetie. Her dad has to sort her out. This is called, yes, the red one. No, we'll change you later, my dear. Okay? They're just inviting you to wear wet clothes. Come, you can come and sit on me. This time, if you remove the wet ones, you can come and sit here. Yeah. Yes. So I know. I mean, I'm all about supporting local companies, and I mean, growing Kenya, growing the industry, because yeah, we can't always just be buying things from abroad, right, Taji? You're enjoying looking at yourself, right? Do you have anything you want to say? There's nothing you want to say? Yeah, sure.
I want something to say.
What?
Me, I was doing today
You
washing clothes and playing with Kayla.
Oh, Kayla is our neighbor. Your hands are so cold. Oh my gosh. It's like you dipped them in ice. Yeah. Anyway, so yes, like I was saying, I don't like mentioning, like I don't want to give bad press per se to the products that haven't worked for my hair, because guys, people are still on the hustle and they're trying to make their money. But yes, I did try. It's okay. This is motherhood. I did try some of the local ones and they didn't work for me. Some of them were claiming to be organic and they were not. I mean, I've made it a life a mantra to only use organic products. So I bought some that said they're organic and were not. And how I knew is because they dried my hair instantly. And from the research I was getting from the team that I was writing with for the Hair Pollution magazine, they could tell even from the ingredients that there's something in this thing that's not organic. So yeah, those guys are making products and they're saying they're organic and they're not. Imagine, just stop. It's not good because people are spending the hard-earned money and buying them, and you're lying. Yes, you lied, but it's okay. I forgive you. So yeah, the reason I use only organic products is I know the benefits they have on the hair, and I don't know, with the way a lot of lifestyle diseases have been coming up. I feel like a lot of the things we use even on our hair and our skin can have an effect. And even maybe with cancer, there's been research on all those things, and I'm trying as much as possible not to use anything with those chemicals. So if you see me highlighting a product, it's because I trust it, and it's because I trust that it's been organic. There's a monkey passing here. Hi, monkey. This has been happening a lot lately, by the way. Monkeys are just come to the window to read. So yeah, I feel like now, but this since I went natural, it's like everything else followed. I started, I mean, like with the research that we're doing again for writing, I started even learning about essential oils and how they really help with health. I remember when she was younger, one of my friends, Sheha, shout out to you, Sheha, hooked me up with lavender oil, the essential oil, the pure one. I was having problems even putting Tati to sleep. She was not sleeping throughout the night. And she bought me like a little small bottle of lavender oil, and I started putting drops of it on her pillow and even putting it in her bath. Imagine it helped. She used to relax right after her bath, and it would be easier to put her to sleep. So yeah, essential oils are amazing as well. So yeah, as you continue to go back to the basics, check them out. Check out natural essential oils. There are a lot of people who sell them in locally, and I know there are a lot of them at Healthy You, and you can find them there. So, so I want to talk about Saru. The reason I feel like it's important to talk about Saru because I post a lot about them. So I remember when I started posting photos of me doing Taji's hair maybe 2 years ago. She was kind enough to send me some of their products, and I feel like we've gone through the paces and grown up together in this in like the natural hair thing, because she's been giving me tips on how to do it, because she's very passionate about her company, Saru Organics, and the products they use and the ingredients that they use. And I remember the first time the shampoo didn't work for us, and she was still kind enough to. I mean, she really appreciated the feedback, and she continued to come up with formulas for their products that work better and better and better and better. And that's why I keep championing her stuff, because I feel like she takes the feedback and she goes back to the drawing board, and she's been making amazing things. Like the shampoo works for us, especially if you're just doing regular cleaning. I sometimes have to use another shampoo for removing buildup, but I love it. It conditions the hair. The ingredients are amazing. The detangler has helped my life a ton, because this one, remember, you know the way you like whining when I'm doing your hair? This one, she whines a lot. Tend to look at her cute face and think she's always this calm. Anyway, she'd complain a lot about the pain when I was trying to style her hair, but the detangler has been amazing for me. And I have to buy the bottle of detangler on its own, because as you can see, she has a lot of hair. So I use it to make it soft and easy to comb and style. And then I use also the treatments, the curly pudding. Am I using the right word? I think it's called cow pudding or whatever. Anyway, to do these twists and things like that. So yeah, and it maintains moisture. Yeah, so check them out. Check out Saru products on saruorganics.com. We are posting a code that you can also use as a coupon to get a discount. Thank you, Saru Organics, for giving us the discount code. So anyone who buys their products can get the discount, and the amazing things that they can bring them to your home. They are professional, even in the way they deliver their stuff and even how it's packaged. I mean, I always get impressed when they're brought to my door, because even the way they're packed, it doesn't leak. I've had a lot of issues with natural hair products. Sometimes they deliver, and by the time it's come to your home, the whole bottle has poured, and those things are not cheap. So at least for them, I know they wrap it well. They use Wells Fargo to bring them to your doorstep. So try them out, and I'd really love to hear your feedback. Whether it's positive or negative, please feel free to share so that we help them to keep growing. So, thank you, Julie. I see your comment. We've been blessed with good hair. Trust me, the struggle has been real, especially with hers. I've cut my hair like 3 times since 2014. I even had what's that? There's a word for it. And I had that haircut where the hair is long and then you have like completely bald at the bottom. I know there's a bougie word for it, but I've forgotten. And I loved it. It looked really good. But whenever we'd go out at night, I would feel cold. I don't know if anyone has struggled with those hairstyles. When the wind hits, it hits hard. And I was tired. I was tired of freezing by the way. So what I did is now, yes, you did. What? No, Mama, my phone doesn't have a memory for again. Okay, just give me a few minutes. Anyway, yes, I had that haircut, and actually, that story is quite funny how it started. I was going through a season of grief, and then I went home and told George cut off my hair, because he has the, what's that thing called? The shaver at home. And I sat down and he thought I was crazy, but I was serious, and he chopped it off. And I looked at it and I was like, hi, okay, this isn't working. So he took me to his barber, who charged me 200 shillings to do a proper cut. And that was the result, the photo that George has just posted. And I really loved that haircut. It looked nice. It was easy to maintain. All I used to do is twist the top with my hands, and that was it. But like I said earlier, now I started feeling cold. So what I did is I waited for the sides to grow, and then I cut it all leveled. And now, yeah, I started growing it again. That was in I think it was 2017 or 2018. Yeah, it was 2018. So it has taken this long for it to come this long. So the struggle is real. And the only reason it grows by this is because I lock it a lot. Like the messy locks I was talking about earlier. I can't wait for this lockdown to stop so that I can go and get my locks done. I think I'll do them for a year, so that all the hair that I have to do is this. Hi, Lina.
Turn it off and try again.
Yes, that's my daughter. Thanks a lot for playing videos on your phone. Hi, Lina. I recently got the leave-in treatment and detangler courtesy of your recommendation. So far, so good. Oh, thank you. And the hair butter too works really well. Oh, gosh. Thank you. Thank you so much, Lina, for joining. I missed you. I used to work with her. Thank you for joining, and thank you for trying out Saru. I shall pass on your feedback. And hair butter too. Yeah. So you can't play with my mom is doing away. How will people hear me? Yeah? Yeah, so I feel like I've been talking for long enough now. So I feel, thank you so much for joining me on this series. I'm calling it a series because I plan to continue talking about the different ways that we've gone back to basics. I want to bring one of my friends in for the next live. We're going to do an interview with her, or rather a discussion about homeschooling. She's been a homeschooler for quite a while. I'm really hoping she agrees, and when we get our schedules synced, I shall have her on. And I can't wait, because homeschooling has been back to the basics for everybody. Learning everything from scratch. Actually learning that you might not, yes, that teachers have magical powers. Shout out to all teachers, you do an amazing job. They're learning that, hey, you guys are awesome, for sure. So yeah, so join me on the next live. I shall be consistent as per George. next week, probably around this time or maybe earlier. Watch out for the posters on all my social media pages. And thank you for joining me. And we'll see you next time. Bye. Bye.
That's it.